Heading into the largest vaccination effort in the United States history, and it raises a lot of questions. So many people are concerned about getting a brand new vaccine. So we posted on our Facebook page asking, what do you want to know about this vaccine? So we certainly want to get you those answers. So joining us right now to answer some of your questions is Dr. Ernst von Schwarz, a medical researcher and cardiologist. And we thank you very much for taking some time with us to ease some of the concerns out there. And we start off with this question, Dr. Tammy Jamil asks, all the studies are on people over the age of 16. Will kids under the age of 16 be able to get a vaccine, doctor?
Good morning, Javier. Thanks for having me on. Well, not at the beginning. Keep in mind that the initial studies for both of the vaccine, Pfizer and the Moderna vaccine, excluded children, meaning under 16. However, just recently, as of 2 months ago, Pfizer started another study enrolling children as young as 12 years of age in a trial to test the vaccine basically for its efficacy and safety. So at this point, we really don't have any recommendations to vaccinate children. However, this might change as soon as we get our hands on that recent study data. And within the next couple of months, of course, further studies will follow, also including younger children in vaccine trials. But at this point, children under 16 will not get vaccinated in the first or second phase of the vaccination efforts.
And we'll have to wait for the results of that study. Thank you, doctor. We also got a lot of questions about who will be able to get the vaccine. Linda asking, will our large undocumented population here in the state of Arizona be able to get the shots, or are there paperwork requirements that will make them afraid to step up and do that?
Very good question, Linda. I'm in Los Angeles, and it's the same problem here. Of course, as you know, there's a lot of undocumented people, and there's a lot of fear among those who are undocumented because they think they might be tracked down if they give their information. That's probably not a good reason not to get vaccinated. On the other hand, it's up to us healthcare workers and the health politicians and the healthcare advisors to educate the population, including those who are undocumented, about the necessity and the safety of the vaccines. It's up really to the local governments to decide how to move forward here. For example, we do a lot of efforts really to try to get the word out. Our nurses do a great job, and many of my colleagues do it also. We just try to inform people that the vaccine is, as far as we know, of course, safe, number one. Number two, it's needed in order to get rid of this pandemic. We need to have at least 70% of the American population vaccinated or immune.
Good point, doctor. Well, a lot of people have been wondering if there is enough doses to go around. In fact, Dylan from Phoenix asked, with the so-called snowbirds here in Arizona right now, do they change the amount of doses Arizona will get since each state has a set number of shots based on population? And if so, will these people be able to get the vaccine here, or will they have to go back to their home states to get vaccinated?
That's a very good question. So number one is the vaccination requires 2 doses, and that's the same for the Pfizer vaccine as well as for the competitor, the Moderna vaccine. And those doses have to be given approximately 3 to 4 weeks apart. So we have to keep it within the same product, meaning you cannot or you shouldn't start with one and then switch to the other. Similarly, it should not be done across state lines, because the problem with that is really the tracking and the registration makes it very difficult from an organization point of view. So at this point, the recommendation is really if you're in Arizona and you get the first dose in Arizona, you should really get the second dose after 3 to 4 weeks, also in Arizona, not in another state.
Thank you very much for taking some time with us, doctor, and clearing up some of the questions that our community has, and we wish you good health.
Same to you, Javier. Thank you for having me.